Life Adventure News.
Predator drones are a staple of U.S. foreign policy. They have been used in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bosnia, Serbia, Yemen, Iraq, Syria, Somalia, and now Minneapolis. Though the protesters didn't see it, it was flying over their heads in order to help federal officials gain situation awareness. And though reports indicate it was unarmed, people are angry and afraid.
The deployment of drones and officers to surveil protests is a gross abuse of authority, and is particularly chilling when used against Americans who are protesting law enforcement brutality.
It appears that the war on terror has come home. The mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles built by the U.S. military to withstand IED attacks in Iraq have been rolling down American streets as well. The 1033 program allows the U.S. military to provide local police departments with weapons. Local police can order weapons like grenade launchers, automatic rifles, and bayonets, as well as body armor, robots, aircraft, watercraft, and surveillance drones. These are Defense Department products deemed to be excessive, old, or surplus. $7.4 billion worth of Defense Department property has been provided to over 8,000 different law enforcement agencies by the 1033 program. Ex-New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg once referred to the New York City Police Department saying, "I have my own army in the NYPD, the 7th largest army in the world." Well, with lots of military equipment, the NYPD certainly does seem like an army. Barack Obama rolled back the program after the Ferguson protests and national outrage about the militarization of police.
Move! Get out of the way! Back up! Back up! Back up! Get out of the way! Back up!
However, Trump has revived the program. Now, many are asking the question, why does the Department of Defense have so much excess gear that it needs to unload anyway?
The U.S. has been involved in so many wars. They become occupations, and the military has developed techniques for operating as an occupying army, and they've brought these home. They brought the war home. After they buy these things and the military, uses some of them, they become surplus, or if they don't buy them all, the military orders a certain number and then they back out of buying some of it. So a lot of this stuff is sitting in military warehouses, and so they want to get rid of them. And basically Congress passed a law saying that these things are to be given to police departments. So we have the ridiculous situation where small towns are being given MRAPs. They're totally impractical. They don't make any sense. They're terribly intimidating, though. And that's part of the purpose, I guess.
For years, Americans have been told that the military budget is necessary to keep them safe and protect them from bad actors around the world. But it's starting to look like the bad guys these weapons are intended to be used against are a lot closer to home, the very people whose tax dollars pay for them. Caleb Maupin, RT, New York.
Former Minnesota Governor and RT America host Jesse Ventura says it's clear the police are becoming more heavily armed.
Why do cops now look like Star Wars commandos? I mean, when they come out and you look at them, they don't look like your friend. They look like an occupying military today. Not only that, I was driving down Minnesota a year or two ago, and I saw on the freeway this big black vehicle looked like it belonged in Iraq. And I pulled alongside and it said, Minnesota State Highway Department. This thing was unbelievable. I mean, it was a combat military machine. We need to get that stuff out of our police forces. We do. I was in the Philippines when Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law. I was physically there, and there were military on every corner with machine guns. Let's not do that.